Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley, and let's go ahead and check the TV, shall we? Welcome to the Kozu 5, your number one source for what? Did I just say the Kozu 5? What's wrong with me today? Welcome to Kozu 5, your number one source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. All right. Ooh, I see a glimmer within my scrying orb, a shard of knowledge from the future. The spirits, oh, it's smoking in here. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Excellent. So I got to test something because I think it was it Indigo Sun? Oh, my poor wife. She just texted saying she's going to be late today because they just had a client come in at 5. Bless her heart. Yeah, Indigo Sun. I want to test this. I don't know that I knew this, but apparently, so right now we're at 268 out of 20. 27. What have I done? What have I done that's used energy? Does walking use energy? Does using the TV use energy? Surely watching TV doesn't use energy. No. Did I already accidentally click? I must have. See, I thought using tools only expended energy when it made contact with a harvestable thing. I didn't realize just by clicking did it, but the scythe does not. So his tip was walk around with the scythe. Oh, it's our doggy. Hi, Marnie. Hello, Kyle Blane. You see this dog here? I do. Hi, puppers. Hi, puppers. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor thing. I love the pause there, like, and hey, it seems to like this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good dog? Yes, I will adopt the good boy, and his name shall be Brantley. We always name my dog. I'm pretty sure I've always named my dog Brantley. We had a dog named Brantley. I'll tell you about Brantley as we do some work here in just a second, because right now she's going to keep talking. Well, Brantley, you be a good boy, a good pooch now, okay? He'd be a very good boy. He looks nothing like Brantley, but, you know, what are you going to do? So, we got mail. Wrong button. See, that's why we have the scythe out. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpacks. See you soon. I wish Pierre would have sales. You know what I mean? To our valued Joja Mart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal pursuant to Init L61091 Joja Co. Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. Excellent. So let me tell you about Brantley. Oh, is it time? It's time to harvest. So Brantley was our second dog. Our first dog was Hannah. Hannah was, we got her when she was old. She was 11. She was a treeing walker hound. She was naughty. Like she was sassy, and she, if I remember correctly, her previous owner, had to get rid of her because like she just kept getting out, and they just couldn't keep her contained. Well, we didn't have that big of a problem. Yeah, she did get out of our yard a few times because these treeing walker hounds, they're jumpers. Hannah was a sweetheart. But anyways, we got her when she was old, so we didn't have her too terribly long. But then we got Brantley. So, oh, and so because we got Brantley, or sorry, because we got Hannah, oh, I could just go sell these right now. Let's just go sell them now. Because we rescued Hannah, well, and not that Brantley wasn't a rescue, but Hannah was like in a, oh, yes. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Or, what's left of it, anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Shame on you. Sitting here, watching YouTube, instead of engaging with your community. How dare you? But listen to me. I sound like an old fool. Yes, you do, Lewis. Yes, you do. Joja Corp has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a Joja Co membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Sigh. Here, let's go inside. We'll conclude the Blane family dog story later. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jace must have been playing in here. Uh-huh. Wink, wink. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Look, it's a little fur ball. What? Yeah, a little fur ball, right? Oh, he's gone. What's the matter? Are you ill? Well, oh, sick? No. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. There's another one, look. No, not rats. These are more like apples with arms and legs and a face. At least I think they have legs. Or do they just kind of hobble? You're worrying me, Kyle Blane. I worry many people. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. I totally said that look with the wrong inflection. Look! Look yonder there! I'm going home. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. I love the ambient sounds. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Why not just go in there now and... Isn't there like a paper to read? Oh, it's just this thing. Hey, there you are. Oh, wait, I don't want to call you by your name. Because we don't know their name yet. Blah, 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 blah. Got it. So, I really thought there was like a piece of paper to find. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe it's just that tile. So, because we rescued Hannah from a situation where like she wasn't really in the eye of many people to be adopted, because she was an old dog with a troubled past, we didn't feel so bad getting Brantley, because when we got Brantley, it was a whole litter of lab puppies, black lab puppies. And And so, look at all the money. How much is the backpack again? 2,000. Okay. We'll probably come. Let's go ahead and plan on buying some more crops. I want to do a lot of potatoes. Maybe 12. Let's do 12. I like to keep my money up just a little bit, just in case. And so we, so anyways, when we went to go adopt Brantley, there was a line of people adopting these dogs. Brantley was the last one. And we went in to meet him, fell in love. We came out and our hearts were broken as there were families with children waiting to find out if we were taking the puppy. And we did feel a little bad. We didn't have any kids at this point. So we felt bad that we were like taking a puppy from the kids, but this pound had plenty of dogs. Plenty. If they left, that's on their conscience, okay? Not on mine. Well, Brantley, in the end, we didn't feel bad. We ended up really being glad that we adopted Brantley because Brantley turned out to suffer from idiopathic epilepsy. When Brantley was, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere in there, he started having seizures. And it started, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just get 4 more just to fill in the holes that I already have. 5, 6. Let's do 5, 6. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Brantley started having seizures. It all started one night. Someone had been our house dog sitting while we were on a trip to Disney with family, and we come back. And like we got back really late one night and I had to get up and go to work in the morning. So I just went straight to bed. And I like the potatoes because you get like potentially more than just one potato. So I think there's like mathematically a higher return on your investment. So all of a sudden I hear this weird noise. Oh, so anyways, I go straight to bed. I take the dogs to bed with me while the rest of the family gets the, and like my brother and sister-in-law, my wife's sister and her husband. I want to phrase that right because it's not my brother and his wife. It's my sister-in-law and her husband. But it's always confusing using those pronouns and descriptors. They were with us too, and they were helping. What? Did I miscount? I miscounted. Whatever. So all of a sudden I hear this noise and I'm like, oh, I was telling the dog, hush, hush, I need to go sleep. It's like 2 a.m. at this point. So I turn on the light and I see Brantley like doing some weird thing. I didn't know what it was. Turns out it was a seizure. I didn't know any better. I don't know what a seizure looks like, especially not with a dog. So I like start screaming for my wife to come in the room. Sorry, this is a horrible story. It ends up being, it's a happy story. He was a good boy. He was the best boy. What a downer story to tell. Well, let's play a happy game of Stardew Valley. Actually, let's go and start working on clearing the path to the wizard's tower. We'll maybe do that tomorrow. Where's the way out of here? Oh yeah, so I had to repeat that day. And I did not do quite as much of the same stuff as I had before, but it was similar enough. Where am I in relation to? Can I see? I think it's more to the left. So anyway, so we, my sister-in-law, we hop in her van, or maybe it was our van. I don't remember whose van it was, but Emily and I take Brantley in the back of her van. Because he's still like having seizures every couple of minutes. And these are like, these are what's called grand mal seizures. No, I think it is to the right. Which means like violently shaking. Like a lot of times seizures are just really mild. But these were like violent, big deal seizures. So anyways, we rushed him to an animal ER. And they take a look at him. And anyways, long story short, he gets diagnosed with idiopathic epilepsy, which basically means he has seizures, and we don't know why, which sucks. Like, oh, there it is right there. Because you don't know, like, there's nothing that triggers it. And so you just kind of throw meds at it until something works. And so he was on some pretty heavy medication there for the rest of his life. And it eventually literally ate away at him. Like, it like caused his muscles to atrophy and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? I need to not throw away and sell the daffodils and stuff because I can make those seeds. It's like a great way to get seeds to make money. Okay, let's ditch that. So eventually it got to the point where the poor guy, his legs he just could barely walk. And so we had to put him down. But my favorite story, now we're going to turn the story and make it happy. We're going to talk about Hunter, the old boy that we currently have. We ended up getting Hunter, not too long after we had Brantley. And so we had Brantley, Hunter, and Hannah, and they were quite the crew. Hannah was the clear alpha. And she was just so bossy. It was great. The boys just listened to whatever Hannah said. And so Hunter, so we're going to skip ahead. So Hannah, like Santa, I don't know. Hannah ended up getting some tumor in her hip, and she was very old, and we were like, nope, she cannot survive surgery. Let's just put her down. So we put down Hannah. Well, then Hunter became the alpha. And this is just, I get goosebumps when I tell these stories about Hunter. Hunter was Brantley's protector. And so when we would dog sit for other people, occasionally it was a dog who was kind of annoyingly alpha. Like, I don't know how to phrase it right. I'm just going to sell these. I'm not going to worry about the mixed seeds. I don't know how to phrase it. Just, there were some of the dogs that we watched. They were sweet, but they would bully Brantley because in the pack, they knew that Brantley was weak. So they would bully him. Hunter, who's a big barrel chested lab mix. Okay. He's like a lab Great Dane mix. He's like short, stocky. He's not short. He's shorter than you would expect for a Great Dane mix. Anyways, Hunter wouldn't put up with it. And there was one time Brantley started having level 1 farming. Brantley, we're going to finish the story, then we're going to finish the video. We're almost done. Brantley started having a seizure while we were dog sitting. And the dogs were in like a back room where they kind of stayed when we were out of the house. Because Hunter was too much of a goofball. We couldn't trust him in the house. So we just had like a back room. I don't even know what the room's intention is supposed to be. But anyways, all of a sudden we hear this barking. And it was Hunter telling us, hey, Brantley's having a seizure. He would oftentimes warn us that Brantley was having a seizure. And we walk in there, and the dog we were watching was like trying to get at Brantley, and Hunter was standing over Brantley, looking at the other dog like, I dare you to touch him. And he was just such a protector of his little brother. And I say little because he was a little bit shorter, even though he was older. Anyways, Hunter's a good boy. See, the story ended up being happy. Brantley lived a good life, even though he was high 24/7. We had a friend who had a dog that had epilepsy as well. And we were like talking about the medication, and they were like, oh yeah, we give the same medication to our dog. But he only has a seizure maybe once a year. And Brantley was having like upwards of 20 seizures in one night every month. Like once a month, there would just be one night that Emily and I would get zero sleep. I don't know why I'm holding this to keep time from going. We're just going to restart here anyways. And so we were talking about it with the friend, and they were like, "Oh yeah, well we give Princess, or whatever the dog's name was, we give Princess, like 125 milligram tablet a day." And we were like, "Oh, well we give Brantley 350 milligram tablets twice a day." And they were like, "Oh, that's very different." We were like, "Yeah." And we took him, sorry, this is it. This is the end, I promise. It's just funny to me how when we would tell some people, like even vets, that our dog suffers from epilepsy, and like the things we do, like holding him down because he shook so violently he would hurt himself. He would bang his head up against the wall or something. And then when he came out of it, he would try and run because he'd come out of it and he wouldn't know where he was. He would run until he found a corner, and he would just sit there with his head in the corner, and you'd hear him for 5 minutes, drool running down his mouth. It was pitiful. We hated it. But for the other 29 days out of the month, he was the best dog ever. And so we took him to the vet one time, and the vet's like, "Why do you hold him down?" And he kind of said it in a very condescending way. And we were trying to describe it to him, and he's like, "No, you're overreacting." And then he started having a seizure right then in the office. And you couldn't have timed it better, because at this point, he wasn't having them that frequently. In the beginning, he was kind of having them like clockwork, but then with the medication, it evened out to monthly. It was like it would build up and then release. It would also often happen on holidays like Easter, Christmas. Okay, maybe just like church holidays. It seemed like he always had them that weekend, which was the worst. But anyways, then it started happening, and the doctor's like, "Whoa, let him go." And then we're like, "Okay, we're gonna let him go. But if he starts to like get close to the wall, we're gonna protect our dog, you idiot." And so thankfully this one wasn't that bad, but the doctor basically said after that, "Okay, I see what you mean." Like, we're not stupid. Would you listen to us? Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of Stardew Valley as Kyle talks about his dogs. And, I guess the whole point of this was because we have Brantley now. Brantley, hey, Brantley, I got your water bowl now. He's lost somewhere out in the woods. Oh, dear. And we'll have to find him next. Oh, he's right there. I'm so stupid. He's right there. You blend in so good, Brantley, with the wood. Good boy. Good boy. All right, we'll talk to you guys next time. Adios. Goodbye.